Hey guys, this is SF and welcome to Random Talk Sundays. This week I'm just going to be rank farming because it is times 5 in the trials and I need to get my rank on. I haven't really ranked up that much, only ranked up like what, 10 to 15 levels, 10 to 15 ranks, and there's only 2 days left and I've just been getting lazy or I didn't really have time. Either way, just because there's a lot going off in JP and I kind of like get burned out a little bit. But my team, Doji has the berry, 2 God Strikers, and Fran, it could be anything. People wonder why not bring like other things, like, you know, Mundas, Low Lady, and stuff like that. It's just that the last stage you can pinch, and that's a really easy way to finish out that boss. But I wouldn't say this is the fastest, it's just kind of like my style of the most brainless farm ever. And definitely do not bring Minesweepers just because there is like a little time lag, or would you say like there's going to be like a stop in time when you pick up the mines, so that's a little bit more time you waste in getting those mines for more damage, and you don't really need like normal attack damage into it. But I guess people really wonder how this is a Friday, so this is before Avalon came in NA, so I'm not really going to talk much about what I did during that time because it hasn't happened yet. But I guess I'll start with Avalon. But Avalon, I wouldn't say like my results, but I'm pretty sure I cleared it just because I have so much practice in JP. My team I haven't really figured out. Of course, you can always try hard with like 2 or 3 Yamato Takeyus and it's like some what you call it, some carry, like not carry, like some other monster like First Empress or Amongst the Shield. Like that dungeon is not really about the monsters, it's more about how you pinch, and if you can't pinch then you are really screwed. You are really screwed. But I think I've said that already, so be sure on the lookout for it in the near future. I'll probably use Ogron just because that's an NA exclusive. Although not everybody has Ogron, it's just a little bit, either use a different monster in it, but it basically works the same in all the other videos in my opinion. Like, the meta for that dungeon hasn't really changed unless you really want to bring the new water monster in NA, which is D'Artagnan. She is the monster of the week for this week. And if you just stack 4 D'Artagnans, the ascended version, then you just basically connect the dots and deal as much damage as you can to the boss or the minions. And why the hell did... okay, there it goes. So that's why you can cheese it like that. But of course, hatchery rates are really bad, and I know a lot of people are saving up for like these types of monsters since like the very beginning once they were announced. And chances are, I don't think one person is gonna get like 3 D'Artagnans, in my opinion. Even with like 1,000 orbs, I highly doubt you'll get 3. I'm pretty sure. I highly doubt you'll get 3. Unless they really boost up the rates or you get really, really lucky. Challenge accepted. But yeah, they've been like, what you call it? They've been trying to get you to spend orbs more, of course, by releasing monsters, and of course with the guaranteed 10 shot. There is no guaranteed 10 shot for D'Artagnan's Hatcher, just so you know. So there's no way you're gonna get that super lucky and just do a 10 shot. I probably won't roll for D'Artagnan just because I don't really need to. I might roll once or twice. I might hope to get lucky with Rolf, but I might just stop at if I get a 5-6 star water monster. But Oda Nobunaga X is not in there, so that's a little bit hit to me. I know some people would really want Oda, don't want Oda in there, but you know, Susano's there. Susano's there. Who else is there? Kali's there. You can bring Ascended Kali into Avalon as well, but I don't think there's going to be a versus Avalon. This water hatcher will basically replace that type of hatcher. But if you want like Avalon monsters and you want If Gennai is in there, then you want to go for Gennai. Of course, D'Artagnan. If you want a really safe clear, then if you only roll one, then you bring the evolved version. Who else is there? Kali, Ascended Kali is very good in there. I wouldn't say OP, but you know, she works with the gimmicks. Ascended Undine is also there, but you might not have Ascended stuff there, Ascended materials. But and then Izumo as well. Izumo is like a staple for Avalon, just because her strike shot can grow hearts in case you need them. But D'Artagnan's really strong in my opinion, and people are already speculating for Gabriel for the next New Year's, which is pretty likely in my opinion. But in other non-JP news, like Taiwan version has a new exclusive, and I posted it on Facebook, and I was wondering if people here might want to think about it. But they have a new exclusive. They released it for the 2 years of their YouTube channel. They have like their own YouTube channel, kind of like NA as well, but it's like 2 years. And the monster is not bad. Like, it's very strong. It's like at least a 9, probably a 9. I won't go as far as 9.5 in my opinion. But it's the way of how they deal with the hatchers. So for people who don't really know, it's called step up hatcher. So basically every 10 shot you do will increase the rates of getting that exclusive monster. So there's three steps to it. The first step, of course, 10 shot, you get a chance is like normal rates, like a normal 10 shot. The second 10 shot you do will increase the rates of the exclusive monster by 2 times and increase the overall 5-star hatcher pool. So of course that's really good. And then the last step is a 5 times increased rate for the exclusive, and then a bigger boost in the 5-star hatcher. So my opinion, like my question, not my opinion is like I don't really like step up hatchers because it's really dumb in my opinion, especially ones with no guarantees, which is part of my question. What do you think about it? Because there is no guarantees, and even after 3 10 shots you might not get the exclusive or even get a 5-star monster. For people that are wondering, if you do more 10 shots afterwards, like a 4th 10 shot, it'll be the last step, the last level, so it's the 5 times the exclusive, and then more 5 stars. But if you do a single, it's just normal rates throughout the whole thing, no matter what level you stop at. So that's for people that only do YOLOs or whatever. But you know, my opinion, my question is asking you, how do you think of it? Do you think it's a very good idea if NA does that? Of course, it will never beat the guaranteed 5-star, guaranteed 10 shot hatcher. But if something like this happens in like hatchers that usually don't have it, like, you know, Legends, Guardians, or even like this Aqua Alliance hatcher, what do you guys think? Would it be good? And stuff like that. I, for one, hate it because there's no guarantees, and of course I don't have that much orbs to spend on as well. Technically I don't really need to spend that much because I do have a lot of stuff in my box that haven't been transcended, that's already in JP, so I'm kind of okay on that. I have like Lokis, I have 2 Lokis, I have Eclipse and all that stuff, so you know, and Volk. I think I have Volk, I'm not sure. But you know, a 9 monster, but you know, no guarantees, and stuff like that. And I've seen some videos of people hatching, and I have not seen one drop in 3 10 shots. I have seen like 5 stars. I've seen 5 stars before, but I haven't seen the exclusive per se. So I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 out there, but I haven't really looked at it or looked as much. So yeah. of course. I don't know if Taiwan stopped their affinity orb thing. I think they still have it, but you know, people are probably actually spending money on it and stuff like that. And America, like the North American demographic, has been showing that nobody IAPs it. Nobody buys like in-game currency in like any mobile game at all. And of course, Japan is the highest percentage of people that play that actually play mobile games, that actually purchase in-game currency. So that's why Japan is very, very strong. I think Japan's like 60-40 or something like that. And then China, so I guess Taiwan's in it, is like 50-50. And then USA is like 20-80. So 20% of people will buy like orbs or whatever, and 80% who don't. So that's why NA is not making money, of course, because we as a demographic don't spend money on, you know, on these kinds of things. But you know, the Asian countries like Taiwan and Japan do a lot. I mean a lot. Just because, like, I think the main reason is just because they don't play a lot of console games. They don't play like a lot of computer games as well, like Korea, you know. And except for Korea, it's like, you know, with all the StarCraft and League and Dota and stuff like that. But you know what I mean. Like the normal consumer will have a console in their house in America versus like one in Japan, just because like space wise, you know, not everyone has like giant place to actually put a 50-inch TV or something like that in their room. Like Japan has really small homes and stuff like that, and people don't have time to work to play at home. They would rather play on the go, like, you know, when they're commuting to school, work, or whatever, or even like buying groceries. So that's why they spend more of their money on mobile games instead of console games, whereas us North Americans go for the consoles, spend money on consoles than on mobile. But either way, well, that's pretty much all about the non-JP news. So with the new JP news, oh my god, Arcadia. Well, Arcadia, the dungeon's not crazy hard in my opinion. It's just that I didn't have time. I woke up 1 hour late, and I only had 1 hour to actually play the dungeon. And basically, I died on the second mini boss stage. So it took me 30 minutes to get to the mini boss stage, and then another 30 minutes to keep on dying on the mini boss stages. So main gimmick is blocks. So you definitely need no block monsters, and it's a must. It's a must. Some might bring a no block monster, but it has to be something really good like a Noah, or even a speed up monster like Sinbad, or even Kenshin for Slayer. But basically, only no blocks can deal damage. Well, not only no blocks can deal damage, but like, you know, it's easier to deal damage. And there's another gimmick that's like a volcano eruption. So it's like a fire pillar. So what that fire pillar, like, it will have like a circle on the map, and there's a timer of 3 turns. So when that timer hits 0, it will shoot out a fire pillar, and whoever's in that circle, it's relatively small. It's like a size of a monster ball, like size of like one of these guys right here, one of my guys. So it's not that big, but if you get hit, it's 33,000 plus a high chance of stun, and it's crazy. If you get hit by it, then it's really crazy. Of course, you can defeat the mobs that can shoot out those pillars or those timers, and you can basically clear it relatively easy. But it's really straightforward. It's just that, of course, I didn't have time, and you have to be really, you cannot miss a shot, basically. I wouldn't say you don't have, I'm not saying that you have to hit every shot perfectly, but you make sure that you don't waste a shot, in my opinion. just because there's volatile blasts everywhere, from like the minions. The boss has like a giant lightning that's like 11 turns, and the boss has like what, 20 million or something like that. Why it's 20 million is just because weak spots. Weak spots does 25 times more damage than normal. So 25 times more damage, that's a lot. Normal weak spots only 3 times. And then also when you directly attack a monster, that does 3 times more. So times 3 times 25, that's 75 times 75, so that's a lot. And you have to basically worry less about bump combos and worry more about hitting those weak spots with your monsters, with like your normal attacks. And there are speed panels, so you can use those speed panels to move around, and there are no hearts. There are some healing wall stages, but it's not really that much. And basically clear off mobs, hit the boss onto the weak spot, and then hope that you deal enough damage. Some might bring, in terms of OPs, OPs is freeze. I don't even know what monster I want to bring. Whatever. The OP is freeze, lapis lazuli. Monsters that are out in NA right now is probably only Atlantis. It is a colossal, so only water monsters will deal a lot of damage. Some might bring Yomi and Skilmi 0 just because of her weak point. Shockwave thing that does a lot of damage. It will target all the weak points in the boss, and of course she's also a no block, and she's also recovery. So it is a no heart dungeon, so you want to get some recovery there. But you know, she might take more damage than usual, and you know, that recovery S is not crazy good. But I think some people will bring it just because it actually works. But it is a very hard dungeon, and I'm pretty sure the next series will have some monster for it. The next series is the third iteration of the Three Kingdoms. So there's Zhang Jiang, not Zhang Jiang. What am I talking about? What's that guy's name? Zhong Liang. You know, the master tactician dude. He's relatively okay. Like, none of them are really OPs. Like, Zhao Yun is a Minesweeper M, no warp, so very good for like Daigoku. Also a delayed strike shot, so not that bad. Like, you know, like all of them are relatively good, just not crazy OP in my opinion. So I'm pretty sure people are looking for the next Insidious monster, which is going to be Sima Yi, and he is a water monster, so I'm pretty sure he's going to have a no block somewhere in there to make use of Arcadia, just like Hikari Genji with Colossal Yomi. So I'm pretty sure, but Sima Yi is going to be an Insidious monster, so it's going to be relatively tough depending on the dungeon. And then Mang Huao for the second for the wood extreme, and then Sun Quan for the light extreme. Of course, they're gonna have evolutions only. And still, people are still wondering, where the hell is Lu Bu? Where the hell is Lu Bu? Can he make it? When is the next third kingdom so that we can have Lu Bu? Like, they basically have everyone. Who else they haven't made yet? Like, the three brothers are done, like Liu Bei, Zhang Quan, not Zhang Quan, and Zhang Fei, and then Guan Yu are done. Cao Cao's done, and his troops are pretty much there. And Diao Chan's also there. The sisters, the fan sisters, I don't even remember the names, but DQXQ, just abbreviate the DQXQ. But still, no Lu Bu yet. No Lu Bu yet. It's hopefully if there's gonna be a next. I still don't know like what other monsters you'll pack with him for that series. But Zhao Yun, good for Daigoku. Zhang Jiang, Shang, Xiang. Laser stop, no damage wall. Anybody she's good for. But she does have a laser barrier dispel on her. Depending on the turns, it might be okay, but you know, that's another dark monster with the laser barrier dispel, which is the same as Phantom. Of course, she has a no damage wall. So I guess, like I wouldn't even. I can't remember. I don't really know any dungeon she's good for. Thinking. Not Eden, not Daigoku. Not even Izanagi or Izanagi 0. So pretty sure. Well, I guess people are wondering. Probably going to predict it's going to be for Karma. For people who don't watch the Monster Strike anime, Karma is the light war god, and is going to be the last war god of the series. Why there's no dark war god, I don't even know, but that's what they say. That's what they said about the Monster Strike anime. So Karma is going to be the last war god, and there's only 2 episodes left. So I'm pretty sure that's the final battle between between Ren and Ko against the light war god Karma. Probably next month is going to be Karma, and maybe she'll be really OP for it. Of course, we only know like one half of their forms, so maybe the evolution or ascensions of those 3 Hatcher monsters might be a little better than the normal ones. Kind of like Shakespeare. Everybody uses the evolution Shakespeare, just because it's really good for this Yu Yu Hakusho collaboration. Mind Sweeper M, Demon Slayer, boom boom boom, lots of damage. Although the Ascension has that cool, you know, come to me strike shot that teleports your allies to wherever Shakespeare lands. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that's basically it for JP news, I think. Of course, Monster Anime is gonna be will be done soon. 2 more episodes. People saying that it's gonna be a season break, but I don't think it's gonna be a season break. I think it's gonna be like done. But you know, the movie's coming out right after, 1 week after the final episode. But I'm pretty sure NA's not gonna get to see it unless you bootleg it or something like that. And that movie has Kagutsuchi, Gabrielle, and of course Arthur and Amatsushiro. So I'm pretty sure like, oh yeah, and next episode of Monster Strike anime is Akira against Uri. So that's gonna be bye bye to Kamui. So like rip Kamui, just like rip Dead Rabbits when what's her name got Nightingale. So rip Kamui. But I guess Hanuma's definitely gonna get Kagutsuchi, I think. Aoi gets Amatsushiro. And Minami, that's her name. Minami's gonna get Gabrielle. And then Ren's going to get Arthur. No, Ren's gonna get Oregon, the dragon, and like Akira gets Arthur. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I guess it depends on the movie. I don't think I'm gonna see it unless they're gonna make it available on YouTube and stuff like that. But let's go with one more run and we'll send off there. Oh yeah, the monster shot comes back. Who did I? Oh yeah, I rolled Dahlia. I haven't done anything to Dahlia after I rolled him. I haven't done anything. Although his ascent materials are in the library, I haven't done anything to him. I haven't ascended him at all. And then N4 beat Arcadia, and they have a new member called Pen. So Pen, there's mixed feelings with the community about him. So what's crazy about him is, of course, he's really good friends with the N4 members already. Like, he's really good friends with Asashima and stuff like that. So there's some synergy there. He is a rank 999 player, and I think he did it in like 500 days or something like that, if I remember correctly. So crazy. So basically all he does is rank farm for the most of it. But you know, there are some mixed feelings. It's just because people think that he cheated to get to rank 999. So that's why, you know, most of his videos have like either half in terms of dislikes and likes. But you know, he has skills. So, but people were expecting Arisu to be the last. Well, the better choice is gonna be Arisu, just because he's definitely probably the most mechanically gifted monster striker in the world. Like, nobody compares to him, in my opinion. Like, not even the M4 guys, not even the B4 guys, not even SR Games or whoever you have in mind. I don't think people would can beat him mechanically one-on-one. Like, he just knows like all the match shots and all the pinch spots and stuff like that, which is pretty OP. And from this ball, I'm just looking at Tempest. It looks like she has a barrier around her, just from all the purple around her, from the sparks and stuff like that. But he did say in his Twitter that he rejected the offer. He literally rejected the offer, and I guess, like, I say that's really cool of him, because for him, he's not like the outgoing type. Like, he's not like, he doesn't want to be in the spotlight. He just wants to have fun with Monster Strike. That's why, even though he's like really good, like, of course you can get like basically a job off of this for being like this good. I hope I can do that, but I doubt that's gonna happen. But anyways, but you know, he rejected the offer, which is brave of him. But he's like, he just wants to play for like at his own pace. He just wants to play, you know, the way he wants to. He doesn't want to get all the pressure from, like, you know, from being like an M4 member or whatever. And of course he doesn't cheat. Like, he's one of the cleanest players there that's really good. Unlike, you know, SR already jumped shipped. He stopped playing Monster Strike for the most part. He does upload some videos, but from what I've seen, he did collabs with other games already. He starts playing Dark Souls, he starts playing Mario. Like, you know, he has jumped shipped. He has jumped off of the Monster Strike bandwagon like for a few months already. Like, of course he only plays, like, you know, he only shows videos of like the really hard dungeons, because, you know, there's no real point of ×8. Thank you, God Striker, or whoever. Oh yeah, Tempest was the genius. So yeah, pretty sure, like, you know, he jumped ship, and, you know, he doesn't really play that much anymore. But anyways, that's it. That's it. I only ranked up twice during that time, but you know, it's only been 30 minutes, so it's not bad. But I kind of want to make it to 300, but I doubt that's gonna happen, because I probably won't be playing that much. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.